Okay, set this stream up here real quick. It's going to be one of the first of many on YouTube, hopefully, and I'm just trying to get everything squared away right now. So, might as well call it a test stream. Don't know. We're going to find out here, just making sure everything is running like it should. Okay, set this stream up here real quick. It's going to be one of the first of many on. Okay. Dude, I love that thumbnail. Demoby. Oh, it's so good, dude. So good. Here we go. Cool. Starting to look like it's. I absolutely love that, man. Oh, that Comic Con cosplay is so good. So good, dude. Oh, Demoby. All right, let's see what we got here. All right. All right, so now we'll see if we can get some. See if we can get our Diablo end game going. Sorry it took so long, guys. It's going to take me a minute to get the hang of this. Figure we're going to start moving over to. We're going to start moving over to doing some streaming on YouTube, man. We post a lot of videos on YouTube. Some of the videos have been getting some pretty good traction. Um, I've had, from 500 to, a couple thousand views on some of the Hunt Showdown. So I really appreciate everybody coming in and checking the stream out and checking out the Hunt Showdown videos and everything. That's been really cool. Something that I just started posting just for fun when we play some games. And I think the last video I posted got 2.3K views, which, grand scheme of things, I realize is not crazy, but to me it's insane. Like, to me, that the fact that, that folks like came in and watched it that much, like, that's pretty crazy. So it's a lot of people checking those videos out. So what we're looking for, so we're grinding, we're doing a upheaval build for the barbarian, and what we're looking at right now is just uh, trying to get the unique sacred weapon. It's called the Hellhammer, and it's like a massive buff to using the upheaval build. It gives you ranks of upheaval, and then it also scorches the ground when you do your upheaval, setting everything on fire for several seconds, so that anything standing in it takes a lot of damage. Which is, any type of extra stuff like that is going to be really, really nice. So I'm hoping to get a hold of it. But I'm also, at the same time, we're in World Tier 3, doing the Nightmare difficulty. And at the same time, I'm trying to kind of figure out, what upgrades and stuff like that I might actually need. This one actually looks pretty decent. Strength ultimate skill is not great. It's a 652. Man, that thing might actually One might actually be a bit of an upgrade for me. We got strength, core skill damage, damage to close enemies, and crowd controlled. Crowd controlled's not great. But basically, anything like for my one-handers right now, and anything for my two-handers, like I'm just looking to, I'm looking for stats. I'm looking for all stats, strength, and then honestly damage to close enemies or overpowered damage, critical strike. You know, I really need to get my crit chance up. Right now my crit is sitting at like 14%. Oh no, it's up now. Okay, 21. I think I added crit somewhere. I just can't remember where. It was like at 11%. My goal is always generally around 35 to 40% crit. However, I'm just not sure that I'm going to be able to get that high with this build. Like both of these weapons, ideally, I would like to have strength and crit chance on. This one's got a pretty big overpower. Ultimate skill damage, damage to slow. Like, that doesn't do me any good, so I've really got to find a better one there. This Gargoyle's Greatsword has been really, really nice. I ended up grabbing it had 104 strength, and then I rolled all stats on it. Damage to injured, not great. Damage while berserking, you know, that's always good for whenever you're berserking out. And I'm just kind of looking around, man, trying to find upgrades at this point. It's kind of weird because I haven't been getting very many sacred legendary drops. I've been getting a lot of these sacred rare drops, and a majority of the gear you're seeing is at some point in time was sacred rares, and what I've done is just you know, upgrade them, put aspects on them, stuff like that. So like my rogue, I have a rogue that's about 64, and his attack power is sitting at almost 5,000. I think he's at like 46 or 4,700. So my my barb is a little bit behind on some of this stuff, but I'm starting to finally stack some stuff that I need. You know, I some of these, I mean, you look like that's just damage percent. Weapon mastery skill does me no good. Damage reduction is always great. And then ranks of iron skin. I'm not even using iron skin, so that doesn't help me at all. So I definitely need some upgrades, man. There's definitely some stuff that's still out there hanging out that I could get. And if I level this all the way up, man, that'll probably... And if you'll notice, like, all my stuff is not leveled all the way, and that's because I don't have the best gear right now. If I had the better gear, I'd be looking at, you know, maxing everything out and spending all my rare resources to max everything. But being that everything is currently sitting at, you know, subpar on a majority of the things I need, there's no reason for it, because I'm expecting to upgrade it at some point, get a drop, and then, you know, then I would have just wasted all of my rare resources to turn around and upgrade everything. I mean, ideally in World Tier 3, if you get some nice sacred pieces, you can go, okay, yeah, I'm gonna try and, you know, upgrade that all the way, and you can do that. But you know, once you hit World Tier 4, which is going to be kind of your upper end game, you know, when you get into your 70s, 80s, and you're really starting to push for that level 100 and doing the top content, you're going to look at, you know, probably, you know, replacing all of that gear. So, you know, really it's up to you on what you want to do. If you're sitting fat on resources, you know, go for it, man. You know, just, you know, max everything out, and you'll have as much, you know, power as you need. I mean, right now we're pretty powerful. I mean, running this build is pretty crazy. If you'll notice, I haven't really done any of the strongholds right now. It's just been, you know, time-consuming stuff that I haven't really had a need to, or a desire to grind out. Risk reward, right? I mean, yeah, every once in a while you get a Legion event there, you know, stuff like that, but it's not really something I want to do right now. So, increase type of damage set. Wait a minute, that's better than here, so I need to rip that. Damage against bleeding enemies. Damage is stupid right now. Earthquake that deals 1,000 damage. Actually, that's really, really fucking good. I need to rip both of those. So,
not while I'm in town.
right now I'm running Icy Veins upheaval build. It's a little easier. It runs the 3 shouts for management, wrath management, but the one on maxroll.gg is, you know, that incorporates leap and stuff like that. I want to start saving leap and ground stomp. I want to start saving stuff for that. You know, I'm starting to put gear away for that, because that should be a much better, much more damage towards the high end of the game, I think. So that's kind of where we're at, you know, saving those aspects, and then just min-maxing, right? So like right here, I've got gain 21% increased damage to a set of types. You don't really need this. You can supplement this out for any other kind of like attack aspect that you want. But at the same time, when this does come around, it gives you a nice buff for 7 seconds of physical. So, you know, you incorporate that with a couple upheavals, and you're doing a pretty significant chunk of damage more. You know, and then I'm gonna take that from 21 up to 24%. Obviously, we'd like to try and get a max roll on it, but I think I've gotten 1 max roll so far, and you're looking at it. That's, you know, the Relentless Berserkers. You know, I got a 40% chance to extend Berserking's duration. So, and ideally, I should be using the one that makes people bleed, but I'm not having a lot of survivability issues right now. So, for me, it's just going to be, you know, trying to. I need to be doing a lot of the events here, kind of upgrade my vampiric powers a little more. But right now we're in a hunt for the, you know, we're in a hunt for the Hellhammer. So a lot of legendary, like sacred uniques, I have seen drop more often at the end of a nightmare dungeon. Now obviously these are lower nightmares. I'm not up into the big high stuff. You know, I'm only in the 50s. I'm trying to, you know, grind the gear that I need to get up there to where I can start pushing some higher nightmares. The vampiric powers definitely help. And this has been a great season. I've really enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed, you know, everything that they've brought to the Season of Blood. Man, it's been a blast. The vampiric powers definitely make the game feel good. Make it feel good. I have had and you know, and I got a beef with the first season, like season of the Malignant, you know, was really cool. I like the Malignant powers and stuff. That was, you know, I just don't feel like it was mine. Obviously you can see my gold rushing out, my ghost rushing out there. I'm using Ravenous, Sanguine, Brace. I can't really stop right now. I'd show you guys anything, but it's trying to kill me every time. Yeah, we'll stop real quick. Just pull it up. Metamorphosis, Blood Boil, Sanguine Brace, Hemomancy, and Ravenous is what I prefer to use right now. There's a couple of them that are, you know, just kind of like. Metamorphosis is so nice because it triggers my boots. Wherever I go unstoppable, I get a speed boost. Plus, it gives me a quick, you know, it makes your dodge a little more powerful. I can kind of get away a little quicker, and then all I do is I just turn around, spin backwards, and do upheaval, and just drag that mace across the ground, you know, and just tear everything up within the way. I mean, it's, you know, I'm building towards an overpower build. You know, and that's going to be, you know, you'll start to see that happen where I'm overpowering. Overpowering, if you're unfamiliar with Diablo 4, overpowering is like it's like a double crit. I mean, you can even do more than that. It's sometimes it's probably even stronger than that. It's based off of so many different factors. But it's the blue damage you see. Regular crit is going to be 2,000. Right? And then power is going to be all over the blue. So you see like 500,000 crits. Now this build, when it gets towards the end of like the end game version of the build, it can crit for like, I think they say like 50 million or this one, you know, this one's pretty strong too. It's pretty much killing everything. And then I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's the orange damage is like an even more powerful overpower. I think you get like maybe like a double overpower or something. I haven't really looked into that, but I know it's, you know, I know it's big damage. And obviously here, you know, there's not really much threats. So what I might do after this is go ahead and sacrifice the citrus I have, and try to turn around. Maybe craft. I think I can probably do the high end ones right before I go to like maybe tier 16, somewhere 15 through 20. I think after 20 you go into torment. I think I'm probably ready for that. I'm probably going to go into torment. I believe it's level 7. Level wise, we're just going to stay grinding nightmare for a little while. I'm not the fastest. I'm not the fastest build going right now. I do need to get a better aspect for when I do go and stop, so that I can move a lot quicker. You can get up to a 25% movement speed boost, and I'm only using the baseline aspect right now, so I'm getting a whopping 10% speed. So it's really not that great. Big overpower. As you can tell, I'm just not taking damage. Which is good. Now, I probably kick it up a little bit more. The higher torment, or I mean the higher nightmare dungeons you go, I do know that brings you more closer to being able to get what you want as far as, you know, your high level gear. Maybe get a better chance for sacreds to drop and stuff. So what we're gonna do now, go ahead and just build up right here. Back one shot. And didn't even drop some sacred blue. Did not drop anything decent. This guy. Dude, oh my god, that was trembling hand. These guys drop like body parts, and these body parts you can put together to fight one of the bosses. Fought her several times on my rogue and nightmare, and come to find out that the tips that they give you are that what you should be looking at doing is oh shit, that was wrath. I did not mean to do that. I think, what am I equipped? Yeah, there it is. It's territorial that I was supposed to upgrade. Son of a bitch. Oh well. I just finally got the territorial glyphs, and we're working our way over strength. We're gonna work up. We're gonna come down here. And we're gonna grab Bone Breaker. Every 12 seconds, your next skill is guaranteed overpower. So for me, I'm just gonna keep an eye on that, and then when that overpowers up, man, just hit him with an upheaval. I mean, that's a pretty baller skill. I'm actually, now that I look at it, my world tree is at a 2. So let me find out where this next piece. Here we go. That probably just moved. Yeah, 59 minutes. So I'm gonna pop up here and complete those next 2 levels that I need, and then I'll go to the Trio Whispers. Trio Whispers has not been really dropping great gear for me either, man. Like, in all honesty, it's just been kind of bleh. It's been yeah, a little weak. Also need to get Bulwark, although I don't have the willpower to get the damage reduction, but that's why I like to prioritize all stats. And then once again, like I said, because our skills are so crappy. So that's a 28 strength. Overpower, damage to slowed. Got a 50 strength here. These are all two-handers and other one-handers. Yes, one ahead. It's a two-handed mace. And really what I need to do is level the last bit of my axe that I need, because I'm sitting at level 9 of 10 in axe expertise. That's something I need to max that out too. Ultimate skill, overpowered damage, 82 strength, damage over time. Core skill is good. Close enemies is good. Damage over, that's actually really good. All berserking strength. Alright, so I don't want to get rid of this one. So that's kind of like what we're looking for, right? So we got, it's got strength and it's got high strength, right? It's almost maxed. So when I level it up, that should, get me close to where I'm at already. But it says damage over time. I can re-roll that, and the other ones are core skill damage, which rolled kind of low, almost mid-tier, so that's not bad. And damage to close enemies almost rolled it higher. So that's really, really good, and it comes with 2 sockets. So yeah, I'm gonna keep that. I'm actually gonna go put that in my bank right now. I'll stick it here in the old stash, man. Put this thing in here, because that's probably gonna be an upgrade for me right now. Because we're just, when we're dealing with our slashing weapon, all we're worried about right now is just the stats on it. Same thing with these guys, because everything is gonna be bludgeoning for this build. Strength, overpower damage. That strength, I really want that strength to go in there, but it's not a sacred, and that's why you're getting low rolls. It's a high roll on strength for a regular rare mace, but ideally what you want is you want to have a sacred, because obviously, sacred is the higher tier gear, and it's going to roll with much higher stats and a much higher ability.
Managed to save some for the forge.
That one I might need that. I don't know. Brawler's ring, I might need that. Lucky healed weapon master, I don't need 7 armor. Nope, that ain't good. But I gotta go back here again real quick to the stash, because this ring right here looks like there might be an aspect on it that I can use for later. I think right there, I really do want to level that up, but I'm just gonna wait right now. And that's the exact reason why this guy is not leveled all the way up using super rare materials, because I know I'm constantly gonna be doing it. Alright, let's see what we got here. 3 grim favors for that. What is that? Just 2 blood drinkers? I can take those guys out. That's 3 grim favors there. 5 for killing the ghouls. So let's go kill 2 blood drinkers real quick. All we gotta do technically is just find a
not ready yet.
Sacrifice, like urns or whatever. Put some blood in it, and then 2 blood drinkers will come out. And I should be able to one-shot both. Yep, here it is right here. So went on 1. So now the blood drinkers come out.
Let's wait.
I did not hit with the which, that's, there we go.
I don't have enough.
These guys here, they pop up like that. If I didn't go in, because one of my abilities is that I got to use my regular basic skill with my hammer, and I have to use bash. And if I get 4 critical hits with bash, the next skill overpowers. So I just didn't have that overpower available. When I hit him with the first one, it probably didn't even crit. And that's where, honestly, where the meat and potatoes of this build comes in, is, stacking overpower damage and trying to get the big overpowers. Which, most of the time, there's not really an issue with that. So that was quick. That's an easy 3 traits you can get. If you have blood lures, you can just run in, kill those 2 guys. If you just need 3 to run to the tree real quick, or
it is done.
Whatever. Laggards, helms, and 2-handed weapons. That's guaranteed me a legendary. Hopefully it's a sacred. Gotta take that every time. Yep, and it is not a sacred. Just 2 pairs of regular ones. That really sucked. So I probably should have just done the 2-hander, and then maybe I'd have got lucky and got a sacred out of it. Close enemies. Basic skills deal. Grant 20 damage reduction for 4 seconds. It's not really doing anything for me. Willpower, nope. Movement speed, nope. Dexterity, nope. 2 ranks up. Definitely not. Ranks up death blow. Gloves for upheaval, whatever. As you can see, as you can tell, I've got a nice set here. I've got strength, attack speed, critical strike chance, which ideally you can supplement attack speed for like whatever else you might want. But it still helps a lot, and it's a pretty high roll, so that helps me a lot swinging my hammer to build. So I want to attack fast so that I can build my fury up quick, because I'm completely fury dumping upheaval, because we're running the baseline or the damage trait at the very end, Unbridled Rage, which gives core skills 135% increased damage, but they cost double fury. So it's really, really important for me to be trying to get as much as I can. Trying to attack as quick as I can with basic skills. Build that thing up quick, Plus, the faster you're attacking with your basic skills, you can hit more. As you're hitting more, you're getting that chance to get those crits, to get that, that free overpower, which is, it's going to be huge. It's going to be definitely.
I can break
this build, the whole build's built on.
Always hot.
All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go back to Kyovashad, and what I'd like to do now is I'm going to try to go to Kyovashad, and I'm just going to go ahead and break down all these nightmare sigils and get one for a higher tier. Because I think, we're doing like tier 5s right now, and we should probably be doing quite a bit more. Alright, let's see what we want to do. Craft sigils now. Here we go, salvage. See, then that gives you a little bit of sigil powder, and as you go back, you can see that there's, So this is, if I'm not mistaken, I think this is World Tier 4. Yeah. This is all World Tier 4 for Ancestrals for Sacreds. So now I can kind of figure out what I want to do. I'm probably fine for 16 to 20, but I'm going to create one there at the 3rd tier instead of the max level. We'll see how it goes. If it goes good, I'll collect a few sigils to break those down again, and then we'll craft like a 4th tier sigil, and we'll go into the very last one. And back up. Get a little upheaval. And it'd be nice if I could get my hands on that Hellhammer, because not only does it add a bunch of ranks to, and if we get a high roll, it won't be a tournament, it's a nightmare, but we can at least get maybe 3 ranks of upheaval. That might put us in a position where we can really start. Plus, you add that extra fire. I see, and then you get nightmare sigils. Sometimes 2 to 3 at a time inside the dungeon. So even if you only have enough dust to create one sigil, you're going to get another one. Let's see what this explosion does. I did not do anything with that logo back there, and it looks like it did happen. So these are all level 65, so a little bit level above me. Seems like I'm gonna have upheaval. Just seems like it's doing the damn thing, boys and girls. Yeah. Lot generally just for speed purposes. I skip any events unless it's one of the season events. I just skip it. It just You know, maybe you'll get a legendary out of it when it drops. Most of the time. I've only encountered the Butcher once in this playthrough, and thank God I had just switched over to my Upheaval build. So I was running my Rim, which is what I leveled up. First almost 50 levels. I don't think I'd be able to beat him, but I just beat him. I literally was down to my last potion. I had used my last potion to heal, and I had, I think I was at 20% health when I killed him. I hit him with my final upheaval and dropped him. And dude, he's still strong. He was still really strong. Now, once you get like really set up in the game, then you just absolutely destroy the guy. He's not even a challenge anymore. You know, which I'd still like to get his mount barding. Although Season of Blood's mount barding looks very similar to his, so it's kind of a bummer because it was very unique up until this season, where the level 90 reward for the season pass looks very similar to his. I mean, yeah, his has got like it's probably a lot more grotesque, but it's very similar to it. You didn't really know, you might not even be able to distinguish. It's all red. It's blood everywhere. Pretty smoothly, so we'll probably definitely take it up to the and then, you know, also, you know, the higher level of complete, you know, you get to upgrade. Whatever they call it, citrus or whatever. You get your paradox, like your glyph. You get to upgrade, you know, you get to a lot more XP to upgrade that. It's not, you know, like I said, I don't have a lot of speed on this build right now, so you know, it takes a while before it's done. You know, my road. But I've always had a spot for the Barbarian game. I see that, you know, if you maximize it with some of the best gear in the game, it's incredibly strong. I think Upheaval and like the Boss or some sorcerers.
I don't have enough fury.
And that hit me pretty hard, but with all my fortifying and everything, the Bloodborne ain't really that bad. So try to get up. So I've got 4 now. I should have. So I had 4. You'll see it at the bottom of the screen. Look down. There's a little fist, and it'll have a number on it. And once it gets to 4, that means I'm critical strike with my basic skill, which right now I can't get a crit to save my life. But once I have those 4, it's guaranteed. And these are a little bit annoying, like I get it that it's part of the game, but this is almost like, you know, you're like forced into a event, trying to get really annoying, because, you know, I'd rather just hit the shrine and get it. And every time I hit my challenge,
I must wait.
you know, and then like I said, so we'll you know, I finished this up. We'll see what I get at the end of this, you know, and if it's even worth the time. Chest to see what we get out. Right, so that's what you get. Now you get a baleful fragment, which is nice. You need those for upgrades. That's a nice grab. So ultimately, I can get those from Helltides. Not really that worried about You know, sitting here fighting for 2-3 minutes, waiting for the, you know, just a shrine. Kind of a waste of time. I think faked me out. And I was showing that dot on my map like there was a blood bowl behind me, but I killed it so fast. There. But the dot was still upheaval, I mean, it's all about position. A lot of what I like to do, especially when I get into big groups or big mobs, is I'll use metamorphosis, right, and I'll dash through, and then I'll turn around and throw a, upheaval like that. So it's just become a very, like, dash, attack, you know, and I would recommend with this build starting out, man, as much attack power as you can. I have the Ravenous ability, which is helping me with attack power, but I also am using the aspect, you know, for attacking quicker. Obviously, you can use another aspect that, you know, might give you better damage to upheaval or whatever. But for me, it just seems like I just need that extra attack. I need to be attacking like this, stacking criticals, so now back at 4 again. And generating fury. So you immediately go, look at all those overpowers. Guess what? I'm at 4 again. Just like that. That was actually my overpower from my ability. So, and then that's an overpower from the actual stacking for punishes. Or bad. Is it punish or bash? I think it's bash. I think that blood bowl right there exploded, but I didn't even feel it. Right, so dash back. Somebody kind of got killed with my phantoms. I was gonna dash this corner and just hit him. Also, it's blood boil that I have. That's a vampiric trait, and what that does for me is, when I get crits with those overpowers, like it'll drop like 3 or 4 blood bowls, and I can run into them if there's still people alive, and they all explode. And that does a significant amount of extra damage, and I think it buffs too at the same time. You don't have to use Iron Maelstrom anymore at this point. In the beginning, I used it quite a bit. It helped me out with mobs, it helped me out with killing. Now I'm so strong.
I'm not ready yet. I'm low on fury.
Normally I can one-shot him, but she dodged my actual attack. Yeah, I also still, as a reward, did not get a sacred, which really sucks. So I'm not using Wrath anymore, I'm using Territorial. I should get 2 upgrades with this, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, there we go. And a little bit more into the 3rd, that's awesome. So, for every 5 decks purchased within range, you deal 2.8% increased damage to your close targets. You look at mine, for where I'm at, where did I put it? I think it is right here. So, and I'm at 22 of 25 decks, so what I really need to do to get the extra, I get 10 damage reduction against close enemies. I need to get 1 more dexterity. I gotta remember where the hell it's at, right here. Oh, I've already got it. Okay, I've already got it. So, which one? There's one here, but it's not part of the glyph. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Okay. So we'll go strength and dex. All right. So then that gives me that gives me what I need, because I need 25 points in the glyph to be able to get the bonus for the additional bonus requirements. And then I think right now I'm looking at, I'm doing 15% more damage against close enemies right now because I've got all these squared away. Now, it would have put me 2 steps closer to coming here, but that's going to happen. I'm not too worried about that. And yeah, disappointing that it didn't really give me anything I needed. That might actually move. So that might be an upgrade. At each point of fury you generate will have maximum fury grants your core skill. It should be 4% increased damage up to 30%. If I do... yeah, if I double that. So, some nice movement speed on these boots. That's an 8. Never mind, I saw the 17. Let's see what we got here. Another axe, basic skill damage. Ooh, here we go. Sacred axe slashing. This has got 30. See, this is a sacred, so this is what we were looking for. 38 strength, core skill damage, damage to injured. That's fine because that's low guys. I mean, ideally we'd want damage to close enemies, and then ultimate skill damage, which is not bad. So that's going to be an upgrade for us to turn into an axe. So I'm going to have to turn my aspects, and that'll go right here because you get the overpower damage, which is really, really, really nice. But I actually might be able to roll ultimate skill damage into actually that's maxed out, and I will be using Berserker here soon, so decisions. But anyways, it's got good strength on it too, and that's another thing, man. It just works directly in with your attack power. So this guy got core skill damage. Yep, so that's no good. That one's no good either. Strength damage. What is this? My chest piece. Damage reduction for bleeding, challenging shell. Yeah, no, it's not a good pickup. We got here damage, multiple wielding. Yeah, looks like everything. And these boots are no good either. Which sucks, man. I'm really hoping. I'd really like to get a good roll with like Ghost Walker, you know. I have a base Ghost Walker 10%. I'd love to have 25. Just every time I become unstoppable, for 4 seconds after, I gain a shitload of speed running. And right now I'm only getting 10%, which I mean you can feel it, but it's not like what 25 is huge. But I gotta have it roll with movement speed on it too, because I've got movement speed up here on my rapid amulet as well as my pants, and it's just like that's for me it's important, man, because I don't like dragging ass through these dungeons, you know. So I'm getting a pretty decent speed boost right now, and I'd be happy to get that extra 15% if I can get a max Ghost Walkers. It's gonna feel real nice. It's gonna feel real good. But right now, because we've got looks like we've got 2 upgrade pieces right now, I am gonna go ahead and do a little upgrade real quick before we jump into the next dungeon, guys. It might take it up another tier here in a minute because that was fairly easy. No worries.
Father bless. You can take what's left.
I think this dude right here is an upgrade for me, so I'm gonna go rip that aspect off that
Not
ring.
while I'm in town.
And I'm gonna replace it on my slashing weapon, which is my 2-handed sword. And I think it's gonna go up significant because right here it's each point of fury you generate while at maximum fury grants your next core skill 2% increased damage up to 30. Well, I think the ring that I have is going to take me to 4% up to 60, and that's going to be a lot of extra damage. So, up here, rip this guy off here,
Done.
and then we are going to throw this on here. Look at our aspect, which is the one I'm looking at here. This is the 2%. Each point of fury damage up to 23%. That doesn't make any sense. What are we looking at here? 3% to 45. Okay. Well, maybe that's not the damage that I thought. I've got a couple of those actually. So I wonder how this, because it says 1 to 2%, and I got the roll for the 2%. Oh, okay, I'm seeing what's going on. Okay, so that bottom number can roll independently of the 2%. Okay. But either way, I mean, going up to, 45, 3% and 45% is nice from the, I think it was 1% 30, so it's definitely definitely an upgrade. Let's see here. Hey, give me a second. Checking the old lady real quick, guys. All right. So yeah, so that's still a pretty nice upgrade. Because it was 2% to 30, now it's 3% to 45. And then what was the other one I ripped off? Okay, that's all right. So all this is good. Yep, there we go. And then the reason I throw it in my stash, obviously, is so that I can just break all of the items down without having to individually sit there and go, okay, I'll break this one down, this one down, this one down, and try to save the two that I wanted to keep. Reason being, I have several times before accidentally salvaged one of the rares that I wanted to keep because I had a whole inventory full of rares that I was salvaging. So now I stick them. It takes me a little extra time to run back and forth, which but I stick them in the stash, and that way I know I'm not going to do anything with this. This is going to, let's see, we're at 2008-22 attack power. Wait, this says 2008-89. Why is that? 38. Attacking enemies with a basic skill. Increases the damage of your next core skill. Alright, well I need to rip that off and put that on. That's weird. And this is definitely going to come down because this guy here has been... He's already been upgraded quite a bit. So, we'll see when we're done with all the upgrades and putting everything in. We'll see what we got. I guarantee it'll be over 3,000 attack power, which would be good. That'll be good. That's what we need. That's all we need. Sasha! What are you doing, babe? Okay. My little one's in there hanging out watching some Corey X Kenshin. Alright, so we put our, unfortunately every piece that we got had the same amount of sockets, which is perfect. They had perfect sockets on them, so you want to keep those in there for your overpower damage. 21%, so we got what, 84% between these two guys, and then another 42%. Not great at math. Was 126, I guess. 126% overpower damage. Pretty significant amount of overpower damage. So it's nice to have. Okay, and then so I guess alright, so these guys are good. So now we need to go and gamble a little bit, which gets expensive. You've got to have. This is what I was talking about. If you're not familiar with the game, this is what I was talking about. When you go to gamble, right, to re-roll a stat here, you got to be able to. You got to be able to have these pieces, these Forgotten Souls. You find them, in Hell Tides, and I don't have that many Veiled Crystals left. What? Holy crap, I really need to get more Veiled Crystals. So, I didn't realize they were as low as they are. Core skill damage, strength, okay, ultimate skill. Alright, give me something good, please. Overpower and all stats. Oof. I'm going to go with all stats. And I'm going to tell you why I'm doing all stats is because I need to get that willpower. We were looking in the node earlier. I need to get that willpower and stuff boosted up as well so I can start getting some of those additional bonuses. Damage over time. We're not worried about strength, core skill damage. All right, so we want to roll one of these again. Damage to stunned enemies. Okay, that's not bad. It's not great. Vulnerable, basic skill damage. We would like to have core skill right there, or all stats. Vulnerable damage. Oof. Damage to injured. Damage to stunned. Ooh, running out. Damage to stunned. Basic skill damage against. I got one more I can roll. Damage to crowd control. Damage to bleeding. So we're gonna do that. So now I'm out of veiled crystals. So not much I can do with that, unfortunately. So, but I'm gonna take a quick break here, guys. I'm gonna set the screen up, and I will be right back, guys.
Phew, alright, I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. Alright. Alright, let's see what we got here. Alright, I think I completely and totally ran out of everything. Yeah, so my skills are not going to go up where I wanted, based off the fact that I did not have enough materials to keep gambling to switch this guy over to all stats, which is really what I needed. That's okay. Oh shit, you know what? And I won't even be able to upgrade these very far either. So I got to get some of the rare crystals, which just means I gotta just grind a lot of stuff and disenchant a lot of these rares, man. So let's see what we got. Go ahead and take these out.
Nice.
A couple back there. All stat strength. All right, so what we want to do is we want to upgrade this, and then like I said, I'm not going to be able to upgrade, but so far
Not bad.
I can go 3 levels here on this guy. Gives me some good all stats and strength. Going up a bit. And see, and then with the upgrades, just a handful that I can do, that puts me, you know, pretty close to where I was at, if not over where I was at before. And it will be eventually once I can upgrade them fully and put the stats on it that I want. Just the all stats on this alone will probably take that up to almost 3,000. So all stat strength, core skill damage, damage to injured, core skill damage to close, and basic skill. Obviously basic skill damage we want to change because, you know, that we just had to leave it because I didn't have enough to roll again. So that reminds me, let's see what we got here. All right, so I do have enough pieces here, and I've got some living steel as well. Requires 2 in World Tier 3 and 5 in World Tier 4, found in Hell Tides from tortured gifts, forged in the Hall of Penitent with the central dry steps to summon a powerful enemy. So I don't think I've fought that. I think that a lot of what I've read, it says that basically they want us to stop, doing anything in Hell in World Tier 3 and just save everything for World Tier 4. So I
don't know if that's essentially going to be more beneficial, because it could definitely be for me. It could definitely get some feedback. There we go. All right. But I mean, it's obviously when you're in World Tier 4, you're going to be getting gear that you're probably going to hold on to. You're going to be getting the best chance for your sacreds and stuff like that. Although I think I burnt through like 3 or 4 sets of these. I think I did 5 of that boss fight. I can't remember her name. She's down in the pit at the Tree of Whispers, and it wasn't it wasn't anything crazy. I did get some sacred uniques out of it, but it was nothing I could use. Not for the rogue anyway. And at the time I was looking for the condemnation, which is like pretty much a requirement on most rogue builds, especially twisting blades. It's a sacred unique dagger. It's pretty legit. So let's just hope that we can, get some upgrades. And like I said, we're here for the Hellhammer. But I'll be super excited if I can take this build to the next level. Specifically made for upheaval. Just try to, just try to do this as quick as I can.
I must wait.
Like I said, when I don't have, not really running as fast as I'd like to. I gotta get a better, like I said, a max Ghostwalker aspect would be really nice. I would really like to have that. Here. Nothing here. Just run past everybody. No need for me to keep doing any of that. I just basically gotta find a key on one of these dead bodies here. they start piling up, we just get rid of them. You know what I mean? Oh man, it's done, huh? One nice thing about having Metamorphosis too, right there, you know, I got stuns knocked on the ground, but my dodge was available. So I hit him with the turning into bats and flying away. Gets me out of the stun. Yeah, nothing here. I think it's just based on the number of guys. Yeah, I think you gotta unlock like 4 or 5. And once you roll 4 or 5 guys over the keel drop, and then you're on to the next part. It's not a bad dungeon. It's really not. Like I said, I just pretty much I love having Metamorphosis on the Barbarian, man. It just helps. It's really nice to be able to move through stuff and then move a little faster afterwards. Like I said, better Ghost Walker aspect. I'll be
I don't have enough fury.
to it.
I'm low on fuel.
And this is kind of the slow moving part of the dungeon here. Hate that, man. The game lags out, and I'm clicking in the direction I want the people to go. Probably my only complaint with Diablo. Like a lot of people, I get it, they bitch and complain, oh, Diablo sucks. I think there's too many streamers out there, man. There's too many video makers, content makers that are, you know, their whole deal is, you know, just shitting on everything. You know, like, oh, everything fucking sucks. And look, you know, microtransactions, okay, they're here to stay. Diablo's got $25 to get. You ain't got to buy it. My issue is that you're putting less and less good shit in the game so that you can try to sell it at $25 a piece. You know, where a $70 initial game should have had way more cool armor than what it's got. Like, that's my issue. Other than that, the game itself is a blast. I cannot wait until they add the Paladin or the Crusader. You know, I'm hoping they do the Demon Runner or the Shaman. I'm hoping they just add shitloads of characters to the game to just make it, you know, to make it so diverse with different things that you can do. That, you know, one thing I loved about D3, you know, they added the Crusader, and then they added the Necromancer, you know, and then they had a pretty decent selection. I think they had like 8 characters you could choose from in that game. So it was a lot. Every season they did something different to each character. It was fun. Some seasons you'd play a Shaman, some seasons you'd play a Necromancer. I always played at least. That's my starter class. It's just a fun class.
I'm not ready yet.
For me, I love the That's what I'm most enjoying. You know, I have the most fun when I'm like taking a hammer and smashing it into the ground and obliterating stuff. Like I was playing Hammer of the Ancients, and the playstyle just seemed really slow to me, unfortunately. But what was fun was every time I hit something, got a big overpower with it, it just made everybody agree. So awesome. Whereas Upheaval, if you look, and I've been watching, you know, some of the little finer points of the game and stuff like that. If you watch a lot of the Upheaval stuff, it will like, it's almost like they're being shot of machine guns, right? Like when you hit them with Upheaval, if they don't outright just, you know, explode, you look at their skin, like they're all like rips pieces of bodies off, like chunks of their skin out. It's like you're really getting hit with a bunch of stones and rocks and stuff like that. Like a really high level.
Not ready.
to have Iron Maelstrom anymore. You know, you don't. If you want to run Berserker, you know, Wrath of the Berserker, you do that. You don't have to run it. I think it's pretty, you know, it's pretty solid either way. Iron Maelstrom's nice if you just have a lot of shit on you to basically just it. At this point, I don't think it's like super overpowering anything, but it's doing enough that it's like chunking down a lot of damage. That coupled with the Hemomancy skill that I have does a lot, and then so most of the time one single overpower, even if I don't overpower, one single overpower is to kill the mob, you know, 30, 40, whatever, however many it's going to be. Your next overtower attack will do less damage? Why is your next
I must wait.
I wonder if that's like a debuff. And obviously, overpower is doing less damage. I don't know where that's coming from. Find this guy. Yeah, obviously. Ooh! Those did pretty good damage there. So if those are doing half damage, holy shit. Yeah, it's like something is stacking on me. That's weird, man. Got like a stacking debuff. It just went away when I looted something. That's weird. Grab the skull fragment. Pretty significant. See, I mean, you can't even really tell when I do this. It doesn't. I'm moving a little bit quicker, but if I had a 25% on those numbers, I would roll it. It's gotta be some kind of
Not ready.
Yeah, I gotta say, we're probably gonna go back now. Yeah, that's weird. I don't. Maybe that's just part of the dungeon. I don't know why it's got to be something to do with maybe the dungeon. Maybe I had some kind of debuff. Here we go, territorial. That should put me there. Yeah, getting some good benefit from. Oh, Helltide's up. Probably gonna go run that Helltide now. Also, you know, a gift to the mysterious chest and just stuff in general in the Helltide drops a lot more. The old mysterious chest. Oh, give me 1 second, guys. We'll be right back. I've got to get something out of the oven. Alright, sorry about the mess. I'm switching back over. You're gonna see this a lot on this stream if you're in here hanging out with me. You know, it's just I'm just real live people. Like sometimes I gotta get stuff out of the oven for my kids, you know, like it's oh shit, here we go. This is a max
max roll in the basic, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw that up here. Which we got? This I got a max. No, that was on a max on that one. Unfortunate. Where? Oh my lord! I just realized something. Damage reduction for each nearby bleeding enemy, but I'm not using that, so that does me no good. So so that's 4.5 seconds. But you know what? I'll probably just save that. All right, let's see what we got. Overpower, dexterity, boots. Boots are no good. Ranks of all weapon mastery. Iron skin, no, I don't need that. Ranks of steel grasp. Sacred rare sword, but it doesn't have. See, it's very hard to get stuff with like strength or all stats on it. It just strength or all stats just does not seem to be dropping for me. So this one has like all stats, right? But I got to re-roll this one. I'm trying to get all stats on that with my strength. And you know, a lot of builds will tell you not to worry about that. They'll be like, hey, you know, don't worry about, you know, all stats or whatever. Damage reduction for a cooldown reduction. Oof. Movement speed, damage reduction, fury, cooldown reduction, fury cost. Yeah, that's fine. So they'll be like, you know, because you need to really maximize certain stats. Well, going into Torment, like not until you get into your 70s and your 80s, do I feel like you need to really be worrying about that, because you know, in order for you to get your benefit from your glyph nodes and stuff like that, you're gonna want to, you know, stick with you know, whatever's working for you, right? So if you don't have all stats, there's a good possibility, right, that you're not gonna have enough points to get your additional bonuses. Like, see, this one's easy, right? Because it's just a regular glyph socket. Once you get to the dexterity you need, you get everything you need. So once you get here, like, look at this. Like, I'm not getting the 100 armor bonus because I'm low willpower, right? I'm 1 point off, and I'll get that soon enough when I level up when I do roll that over to all stats on my axe. You know, I gotta have 176 dexterity. I mean, that's not my primary stat. And my primary stat is strength. That's what I want to do to continue to make myself powerful. But I'm getting these bonuses, and I, you know, because I have extra dexterity and extra, I need the all stats to get there. And that's why I feel like, you know, you look at stuff like this. You know, strength, I'm way over that, but willpower, I'm way under, right? To get the extra damage reduction here. You know, here, not a big deal because it's just on strength, right? So when I go, you know, once I get here, I'll start building up and I'll go here or whatever. But it's these extra ones that require willpower or dexterity. Like, I'm not going to be able to support that, right? If I don't have the all stats. And all stats on like a two-handed weapon is huge, man. Like, I'd love to have it on this one, and I like to have it on all of them if I could. You know, like damage to crowd controlled enemies, like that doesn't do me any good. But all stats, you know, something I definitely need. So I'm gonna get rid of that. This is called 86% whirlwind. I don't need that, so I'm getting rid of that. Then I'm gonna rip that one. So go ahead and get rid of this, and go ahead and put these in here, and then we'll go jumping and we'll hit the Hell Tide for a little bit. All right. You know, obviously, anytime the Hell Tide pops up, you know, I recommend running them because they've got the extra, you know, rare materials that you need, and they just, you know, it drops a lot of gold and purples, man, and you just keep on, you know, breaking these items down, man, for the materials, because, you know, you're going to need as much as you can get your hands on in Torment versus some of the other, you know, well, like, I mean, even Sacred in Tier 3, you know, Sacred gear takes a lot of rare materials and stuff, but not nearly as much as when you get into Torment. You know, you're in that final level, and you're trying to upgrade Ancestral pieces. Those pieces take a lot. They take a lot. A lot of rare materials, a lot of regular crafting materials. Make sure I've got all my stuff. I do not have all my stuff. I dude, I knew it, dude. So I had to go get my stuff out of the oven, and I completely forgot to upgrade my sword. Which, that's okay. Because we'll just portal right back.
I can't do that here.
Because you're gonna, I mean, that's a big chunk of damage that I'm losing right here, right? So I'll put this guy in here, and then here we go.
That's a good omen.
And you know, as you can see, I mean, it's, you know, your core skills do more damage, you know, when you hit with your basic attack, and that's where I'm at. Like, I want to, and I don't think I ripped it off that other one. I think that's still sitting in my stash, because I think that was the one I had was a 9, or I might have accidentally deleted it, which, you know, that's why I said, you know, most of the stuff I try to just put in my bank, then I go break everything down for the crafting material, because if I don't, you know. So he's running hammer, looks like, because he's using the thrust. Let's see if he hammers. Yeah. See, like, and that's just one of the no, he's running whirlwind. I'll be damned. I mean, I do know that there is some whirlwind in-game builds out there. I don't know how effective they are. I know whirlwind has seemed a bit underpowered to me. Got a rogue here just absolutely destroying everything. I love my rogue. I'll probably play him on the stream, you know, some in the coming future for sure. But like I said, you know, this is just one of those, you know, really want to get this Hellhammer on the Barbarian. That's really my focus. After I do a couple mysterious chests, I think I'm gonna focus on two-handed weapon chests. Arsenal Shrine helping me out here. Was just trying to get to it while try to get to some guys and use it while I can. There's gonna be a good amount of people out here doing the Helltide. Here, I mean, the last couple of days really I hadn't seen that many people running around. It's kind of sad because, you know, I think, I don't know, I think, and when I've said this before too, Diablo 4 had a massive marketing campaign, you know, social marketing too. Like, there was, I mean, you got stuff out in Times Square, you know, Diablo, and you got a lot of people that have never played a Diablo game that were like, oh man, that game was cool, I'm gonna play that game. Never played an action RPG a day in their life. And I think that contributed a lot to the negative press and negative review. People just don't understand because they haven't played this game. And if you've never played a Diablo before or an action RPG before, you know, there's a lot of grinding involved in this game. It's not, you don't just get things that, like right now, what I'm doing. I'm trying to get this Sacred Hellhammer. I mean, this could take me a couple weeks to get it. You know? Could absolutely take me a couple weeks.
I must wait.
Why am I stuck here on the rocks? It's kind of weird. You know, but and you've got to be, you know, you got to be somewhat comfortable with that. You got to be comfortable with the grind. Not only comfortable with it, you gotta enjoy it, you know. And, you know, I hear a lot of that, you know, oh, they're just fucking grindy, man, and I gotta do this, gotta do that. I'm like, you're playing the game, dude. Like, this is what the game is. The game is all about, you know, building, you know, these really cool skills and abilities and armor, make these amazing builds, and, you know,
I'm not ready yet.
And doing the damn thing. You know, like, this is, you know, are you grinding to get one piece that you need or a couple pieces you need? Yeah, but playing the game. You're using the abilities. You're doing the hell types. You're getting your, you're building yourself up to something to where. Oh, that's a two-handed. Okay, all right, we got a two-handed mace. It's not the Hellhammer, but let's hope that this has got some great stats on it. It's a sacred. And it does not. Vulnerable damage, damage to injured, damage to bleeding, damage while berserking. That's all fine, but there's no strength. There's no overpowered damage. There's no close enemy. Sad. Damn, rallying cry and ground stomp. Total armor. Oof, that one actually might be alright. That's something I could put some strength on, and if I needed a ground stomp later on, it might be worth it. Used to play a lot more shooters and stuff, but you know, as I'm getting older, I'm starting to get to a point where I really enjoy building something using my brain to come up with really cool stuff. I mean, these are still, you know, pretty demanding games. It's a lot different, and it's just really sad that right now, the day and age that we're living in right now, we're just having way too many cheaters in these games. Like, it comes out, man, when you look, you know, every day there's some sort of, you know, Polygon's putting out something, or Game Rant's putting out something, or, you know, people are just like, what is going on? Why? You know, Call of Duty's full of cheaters. Unfortunately, the game that we love, Hunt Showdown, is full of it right now, especially when you get to the top 5 and 6 stars. We have literally found guys advertising cheats on Steam, on their Steam account, with pictures and everything. Hey guys, you know, come to 99cheats.com, or, you know, whatever the name is, and showing screenshots of themselves cheating on their Steam accounts, and their Steam accounts are not getting banned. And not to mention that they're not getting banned in the game. And it's really prevalent in a lot of free-to-play games. Rainbow Six Siege, Overwatch, stuff like that gets a lot of it. And anytime you can make a free account, you know, people get banned, they just make another account. So I feel like shooters are probably not in the best spot right now, not in the greatest place because of that. And that's sad. It's sad because, you know, there's a lot of fun to be had out there, and, you know, people out there ruining it. But that being said too, I mean, we played a little Warzone last night, and it was just not great. It's kind of sad because they went from Warzone 1 and Modern Warfare 2019, which was, I thought, a highlight for Call of Duty, like a return to glory. They did a really good job with those games compared to some of the, you know, Advanced Warfares and, you know, Infinite Warfares and all these, you know, these games just didn't do well. I thought they did really well with that, and the original. The original Warzone got really convoluted, you know, when you started adding Cold War and Vanguard and all these different time periods to the Warzone. It kind of took away from what it was, you know, and it was amazing. Like, you just couldn't wait to get on when it was Modern Warfare 1, play with your buddies. You know, it just turned into something not so great. A lot of people, you know, started losing interest in it. Same thing with like PUBG, you know. They didn't fix a lot of the issues that was going on with that, a lot of the cheating that was going on with that. And PUBG just dropped, and then the next thing you know, they're having to add bots in, and, you know, and it's like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I mean, some games, you know, people are all good with bots, but in a battle royale, there's nothing that feels good to me about, you know, about like a bot killing bots. You know, you don't, you know, you kill a whole squad of players, and, you know, that's the draw to the game, right? So a whole squad of bots, you ain't feeling it. It's just not something that's, you know, it doesn't give you that competitive feeling like it used to. So And I think, a lot of people waited for. Ah, here's mysteries. Let's go. All right, let's go. All right, well, I need 260 more Amaranth crystals. And let's just hope that the mysteries gives us something decent. Would really love to have a helmet. All right, we're at 201. Let's go down here. Knock this out real quick. Yeah, baby.
Free these fellas. Come on, buddy. Let's get on out the cave.
You there?
Stunned. I could have metamorphosis out of that one, turned into bad. There was no threat. There was no threat for me.
Will you help me?
Damn, how many of these damn people are captive? God, cannot get through. All right, should be one more. I was not getting the. I was really hoping to get. That's all right. You never know. Randomly might get something good out of this. And I didn't, but got a balls. Where am I at? That's 284. It's not. Yeah, that ain't great. I was going to say I don't remember what the mysterious chest was. Right beside the. It's always nice to do these events. Get them done. But I'm so happy to do And I have had these things despawn before, which has been a major bummer. Like I guess they move around, unknown. I've heard that. I mean, I think I have actually gotten to Torture Ghost of Mystery, so I do think they move around. And even after you get a sword sacred, okay, maybe we get lucky and that sword's got some decent stats. 38 strength, damage over time, damage to close, damage to bleeding. It's got strength in all stats. It's got 50 strength. Unknown. It could be an upgrade. Could be an upgrade for us. 1 second. Once again, guys, give me 1 second.
Gotta get this out of the oven here. Alright. Alright, sorry about that. Alright. .44 all stats. Vulnerable, core, skill damage, damage to close. Damn. That's pretty good. Upheaval, strength. Lucky hit, no. I'm definitely seeing some stuff starting to drop now a little more. You know, it's got a little bit more stats on it that I'd actually like to have. So finally getting some stuff that's gonna work towards getting our attack power up. Attack power is, I mean, it's just significantly less than my rogue, which just got to think that the rogue's just got crazy abilities and stats that, you know, work much more in their favor right now than the barbarian for sure. Let's see what this guy says here. What do we got? No, don't need that one. Sword is interesting. Damage over time, damage to close, and bleeding. 2 of the stats are bad. I can roll 1. Core skill strength and damage to injured. That's actually not bad. Damage to crowd control, vulnerable, and strength. Stick it in here for now. I don't think it's going to be... That's a 35 strength. Basic skill, yeah. See, and that's the only problem is that, you know, we're at this point with the build, we're looking for, you know, we're looking for stuff that's, you know, it's going to be significantly stronger, you know, make us significantly stronger, and I ain't seeing a whole lot right now. Yeah. And I might save this guy just because I might want to increase damage for a second. You stand still. Might be something I throw on later on. Let's see here. We got one more point, so we could go here. Then we're gonna go down here and get Bone Breaker. Bone Breaker is definitely gonna be a big pickup for us. Poor guys. Go flying back in it. And here I am. And they just got him. They did. Yeah, another group event here.
I must wait.
Alright, fucking start opening some of these cocoons real fast.
I don't have enough fury.
Wouldn't have made it without you. Be careful!
And Hemamancy, is you can see it going off every once in a while. It says blood streaks that come out, and then it heals me, and it does a pretty significant amount of damage. So it's one of those things that, you know, it helps me, especially in these group events when I end up by myself like this, get some stuff down.
Must wait.
I just basically reposition myself, man, you know, in such a way that, you know, I can turn and then wipe everybody out with it. And if it gets too overwhelming, you can always use this guy, right? I'm not too overwhelming, so I can just burn it. But it's a good skill to have
I'm not ready.
for like utility more than anything. Like obviously if I'm going straight power, I go Wrath of the Berserker. But while you're leveling, Iron Maelstrom is a great tool to have in your kit. It really is. It's got a significant amount of aberrant crystals like that. Not too shabby. These guys. It's basically finding clusters, you know, or finding a boss like this. You know, wipe them out, see what they got, see if they drop anything. It's been pretty crazy that I have not seen a sacred unique drop yet. Normally you know, like on my rogue, I'd probably seen 3 or 4 by now. But, you know, a majority of that was me fighting the boss. So, I think I had only seen 2 before then. I got a set of gloves that were pretty decent, and then I got my condemnation finally. It dropped for me, which is something I really needed for my build as a rogue. Very similar to what I need right now for the barbarian. You know, the Hellhammer will, you know, takes this build to the next level. It really does. Like as in I'm going like to Torment Core. You know, as soon as I get one, because I know that I'm just going to be destroying. I mean, I'm already destroying everything. I'm really not having any survival issues. But once I get there, I have to start thinking about, all right, you know, really min-maxing my gear and trying to switch over to the other portion of this build too, which is the Stomp and Leap variant. So that's going to take a little time and money to get going there. Is this living steel? Yeah, living steel. I've already got a couple of those.
I must wait.
I mean, I could definitely get up to 300 I need for it, but ideally, what I'd like to do is just try to get up another 50 and then try to go gamble another a two-handed weapon
Not ready yet.
chest, because you never know, might get something decent out of it. I can't remember if I've ever seen a sacred drop out of these chests. Possible. A lot of sacred rares dropping, man, but you are not seeing a whole lot of sacred legendaries. They're just not dropping. Even my, you know, my mysteries chest was pretty underwhelming. Pretty underwhelming. So we got our virtual souls. What we got going on here? It's just where you just gotta defeat the waves. These are never real hard, the waves. Just kind of... Gotta hang out, do you think? Just hit them with the upheaval. Next group comes in. Especially when if they're melee, they can get close to you. That's probably the easiest, you know. You could just position yourself and just get your upheaval, like back up here, boom, upheaval. only problem is that I feel like you probably got to come up forward a little bit more when you do the upheaval, because you can actually dodge further out of their range.
I'm not ready yet.
Alright, let's see. There was a two-handed weapon, or a weapon here somewhere. That's a little. I'm gonna go ahead and mark it out. We'll run down here and check it out. See if it's a two-hander. We're definitely gonna take it, and hope that we get a good drop here. Oh shit, light weaponry. Okay, not what we wanted. There's another one here, so we'll.
I must wait.
I didn't mean to get off my horse. Alright. So we just go down here and check it out. See if this is a two-hander. It just shows the icon, so you don't really have an idea. I think it's got crystals in it. No. Look at these guys, just kind of hanging out here. What's up, Sauce Bear? That was two earlier. I don't actually watch that. I just kind of do the stream because I've found that the more you watch to see how many people are watching is how you kind of you do the stream differently if there's more people or less people. It's like I just want to do the same consistent streams, you know. You done? I don't know. I'll take that. We're just sitting over here helping this guy do this event right here real quick. Bad guys.
Not ready yet.
I don't think it says here. I saw my daddy. I'll check. I have to
I must wait. I must wait.
And he's down. Sacred Mace drop. Not what we were hoping for, though. I think this guy drops something, maybe? Yeah, no. I'm starting to fill this thing up again with Sacred Mace stunning enemies. Slowly. Oh, you'll sneak up on me while I'm checking my stuff, huh? Sneaky, sneaky. Alright. Is this the... No, I think that's down here that does that. I don't know. What? No, I think it is. I think there's another chest spawn down here in this corner somewhere. Oh yeah, you know what? Running out of time anyway. I only got a minute left.
I'm not ready yet.
Could do another mysteries, but it's pushing it for me to do that. So let's hope this is a two-hander. Yep, here we go. Alright, so now we'll just clear this area.
I must wait.
With 50 seconds left. Anything? Nope. Great hammer sake. So unfortunately not what we wanted. So we got going Let's see if we got anything out of this dungeon or the crap, or out of this hell tide worth of crap. It does not appear so.
Alright. Time to get back into the Nightmare Dungeons. Oh, yeah. And that is the only thing with, you know, looking for, you know, these sacred uniques, man.
You can take what's left.
You just, you don't know. You don't know if you're going to get anything, you know, quality out of the run or not. We've already done Broken Bulwark once. And we're back there again, because that's the sigil. I think sometimes it drops the same sigil more than anything. Obviously you want to kill any of the like elites, you know, because they mostly they're going to drop like rares, maybe regular rares, sacred rares. You see a, you know, blue drop. Shouts here a little bit just to. Unfortunately, I found a chieftain's aspect early on, which has been awesome. I've got it on my ring. It's a ring that I've had on. I'm not planning on taking it off unless I find a ring that's just absolutely amazing.
Shield, you've done.
And then even then, I'm gonna I'll probably wait to get an answer because it's such an absolute, like, ridiculously rare aspect to get that I don't want to waste it because it's so good. And if you're not aware of what it does for barbarians, is that up to like one second per enemy around you, up to a total of 6 seconds, reduces the cooldowns of your shouts. So as long as I have 6 enemies around me to shout, my cooldowns like automatically reduce. Now look, I had killed a couple. See, these guys are at 13, 12 and 13. This dude's at a 17. So what happens is this one, there was no enemies around when I shouted. These ones there were. So you see how quicker that cooldown comes around than that. Just as an example of how that works. It's called the chieftain. It's like a bold chieftains or whatever. It comes in your actual ring, like a ring. So if you want to get them, use your murmuring O-balls, like your for your curiosity vendor here, the 509. You wanna use, you know, as many of those as you can to gamble on rings, in the hopes that one of them will come with the bold chieftain aspect. Super high rare, dude. Like, and really to make any barbarian build feel smooth and have some really good flow to it, you want to have it because you're gonna always use these shouts, or at least 1 or 2 shouts. You're gonna want to have it. I mean, there's some builds that don't need it, but for most builds, you're going to need it to feel and definitely you're not doing seasonal content. Not ready yet. Eternal Realm. You know, you gotta have it. You don't have all these powers.
Not ready yet.
Done with this part here.
Not ready yet.
And like I said, you don't have to really kill everything in the dungeon. I've been running around quite a bit. So those normally have about about 22 to 23 second cooldown, and they immediately drop to like 16 seconds, 15, 16 seconds when I shout. I have like 6 things around. And it depends. You can get a low roll cheat where you probably need about 7 or 8 things around. You get a high roll cheat. All my cooldowns are back in about 10 or so. Enemies and stuff like that. Got run away? Wasn't paying attention with that Animus carrier. He must have been taken off. He was way the hell down. Nope. See, and we skipped these because, you know, like I said, I did it earlier in the dungeon, and it was just no reason for me to run it because it was just, you know, I got nothing out of it, and you're just sitting there. It wastes about 2 to 3 minutes of resetting and jumping to another, or going back in town and keep, you know, get your soul, upgrade your gear, whatever. It adds up and you skip it every. Now, put something on the drop those events, but it's, you know, for my money, this is awesome about using bases too is that you always have that ability to stun. Overpowered everybody. See, I didn't quite overpowered. But as you can see, everybody died fairly quickly, so it didn't matter. All right, so we're heading back here. Finish this boss off and let's see what we get for the drops.
I must wait.
Good. Not very good weaponry. That's all right. I mean, it's kind of what you gotta expect, right? You know what we could do? We could go cheat. You guys want to go cheat? I don't have a lot of the materials that I need. Shit, all the way over this. I need one more for my node. We're gonna go cheat. It's not really cheating, but it just sounds fun to do that. We're gonna go fight the. I'm gonna fight the boss. All right, I'm gonna fight the boss to end the stream up. I promised my little girl I'd watch a movie with her. We're gonna watch a movie here in a minute. So, and to finish this stream up, we're gonna go fight down here in the old malignant pit. and hopefully we'll get what we want. Hopefully we'll get what we want out of this. I have enough, I think, to do one run. I might have enough to do 2 runs. If I have enough to do 1 run, we're gonna check it out. We're gonna kill him anyway. I'll do both runs if I have enough to do 2. If not, no big deal. Take this boss out, and hopefully she's got something good for us. I don't know if she dropped it here. She might. I know each one of these bosses have their own loot pool. She very much might. So I have 5 femurs, 3, and I only have 1 gurgling head. So I have enough to summon 1. Here we go. Not good, because that's probably going to be something that I can't use. Yeah, Mother's Embrace. Core skill hits 4 more enemies. 35% of the resource cost is refunded. I mean, that's not bad for upheaval. It's nice to give me 35% of my resource costs back, but I would be losing my shouts generating 3 fury per second, which that gives me more just than that. So unfortunate. But that was a good run, and all I need to do is get a couple more gurgling heads, and we can run that again. So, man, I appreciate everybody coming in this evening. It was going to be a short, just a little bit of a test thing on YouTube. We will be back at it again, possibly some more later on this evening. Definitely be streaming again tomorrow, and we're going to try to do 3 to 4 days a week. If you guys enjoyed it, sub up to the channel so I can hang out and talk with you guys. And I appreciate it. I hope everybody's having a happy new year. You guys take it easy, and we'll see you again soon.